Nick.
Mr. Nick Martin.
How are you?
Is
Good.
it Martin?
Yes.
What's your stage name?
Nick the Helper.
Really?
Oh. Is that
That's
actually
our,
it?
That's our business.
Oh, cool. So you're a muso,
Yeah, well, yeah. It's one of my gigs.
singer?
Yeah, I like singing. Not that good at it, but I like to sing.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. I'm not
So
that
what
good at it.
instrument's your main instrument?
I don't really have a main instrument. I like heaps of instruments, but my main instrument that I think is the most fun and express myself and it's the easiest without the tuning and having to buy strings and all this and looking at music is the drums because you just get on and play and it's more fun and you can express yourself and
Wow.
it's my favourite because it's
So
more
you
fun.
play the drums?
I used to play trombone,
Trombone. Is that the big thing? The big
the slide,
Oh, that one.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yep.
drums, trombone,
and I'm learning the bugle at the moment to play the last post.
bugle.
Bugle?
Bugle again?
It's just what they play on Anzac Day, you know.
Oh yeah. The last post thing.
Yeah,
And what else do you play? Guitar?
guitar, bass, and I was learning piano till I spilt a glass of water on my keyboard and then I couldn't practice anymore and that was the end of that.
Did it cook it straight away?
Yeah, I just wrecked it, yeah, so that was the
Oh,
end of
man.
my piano lessons.
Where did the water hit?
It's on the keyboard there.
Oh,
I bought it off Gleno for $70, I think.
Oh, okay. So it's not an expensive one.
No, but the lady that was teaching me piano and that.
Oh,
Well, when my kids annoy me enough with their piano, I'll rip it out of the wall and give it to you.
do you play by ear?
Yeah, play by ear, by mute, by chords, you know.
Okay. Yeah. Well done. Oh, so you're going to the thing with Panina on Wednesday, eh?
Acoustic jam.
Yeah.
And is she teaching you the numbers thing? Do you know the
Yeah,
numbers?
well, I was so happy with that. It's
Do you know
industry
numbers?
information, apparently. I got to learn all the scales now, like all the notes and what numbers they represent to be able to get the gist of it.
Oh, I don't know anything about this, so do you guys want to educate me? Because since both of you are professionals.
Well, whatever chord this song is played in becomes one. And then there's the scale up from there, 1 to 6.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah. So if it's in C, then 1 is C and 2 is D.
it's pretty. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. And B is 6.
How can you tell what chord a song is in if you're sitting in the audience at church? Can you tell what the key is, what the chord is?
Oh, probably sometimes, but hardly ever. I wouldn't have a clue usually.
Can you?
But I can tell if another song goes with that song.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's when the transition's easy, eh?
Yeah.
So when the song is a totally different key, that's when they sort of will stop.
Yeah. You have to.
Yeah, because you can't just be like, okay, I'm learning. I'm actually fascinated about it. Nick, I know nothing about music. Like
I don't know much either.
but I want to learn to flow.
Nice. Yeah. That's good. So you've
Pedro.
been
Pedro, yesterday.
No, he knows nothing about music.
When I said flow, that's what I actually thought about. Fight, flight, freeze, flow. It was a good message, eh?
there's also flight, fight, freeze, and then there's fawn.
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 What's
That's
fawn?
it actually when you become absorbed into the surroundings so you're not noticed. Yeah.
Is that legit a new
Yeah.
one?
No, it's not new. Yeah.
So fawn, why is it called fawn?
It's like a baby fawn. You just want to blend in, hide in the environment. Yeah.
Oh, so it's kind of like freeze, but you blend in.
Yeah, but you're not frozen. You're aware. So you fawn and then
Jeez,
flow.
I'll probably fawn a bit.
Anyway. But,
I like that.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, Nick, how long you been a muso for?
I didn't go too well at school, but one day they did in grade 3 a test, and I didn't really have to try, and it was a music test, and that was it. And then I saw this dude playing trombone in the class, and it looked like fun moving the slide thing, so I did that.
That's cool.
What school did you go to?
Went to Merrimack Primary,
Oh, you were
Nice.
OG Gold Coastian.
No, I was born in Broken Hill, but I came up here in 79,
Okay.
So how old were you when you came up here?
about 3.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So Gold Coast OG.
Pretty much.
Yeah, been here longer than me.
But what that person was talking about yesterday about RE, religious education,
That
that's
person
where I
was me.
started. Yeah, that was you, man.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, that's where I started learning about God, and when I'd get sent outside for making stupid comments, I would pray, because we had our headmaster was a heavy dude, and I would pray that he wouldn't come around and bust me. That's where I started praying.
Really?
Grade 3, yeah.
How cool
No
is that?
way.
And yeah.
Do you remember RE in school?
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow, that's amazing.
Do you remember any of your teachers' names?
Yeah. Mrs. Bergen.
Was an RI teacher? RE
Oh,
teacher?
no. I just meant normal school.
Oh, okay. No, you don't remember any RE teachers?
No.
Okay. Because they're probably still kicking around, some of them.
Yeah.
So you were you weren't brought up in a Christian family?
Mum was Salvation Army and stuff.
Okay.
And
Oh, they would have loved you playing the trombone and the salvos.
oh yeah, she
Yeah,
didn't go to
true.
church much and that, but you know,
That's
like
true.
yeah, she grew up that, and but
That's amazing.
and then I went to Emmanuel College, and
Ah.
so I learned more about God there, and
Emmanuel College.
just for 1 year.
Oh,
Oh,
what happened?
Oh, I got politely asked to leave, but at the end,
what did you do?
How did that politely happen? Like, what do they say? Excuse me, Mr. Martin.
Yeah, look, we'd like to ask you to politely head out
Just
this way.
Thank you for coming along. Thank you. But could you please?
Yeah.
Is that sort of politely?
yeah, I'm not sure. I don't remember too much of it, but I do remember a bit. But
What grade was it?
grade 8,
Oh, so and that would have been first year of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. And then where'd you go after that?
Benoa,
Benoa High.
yeah, for about 8 months, and then I pulled the pin
You pulled the pin.
on school. Yeah,
Oh, so how old's that?
15.
You pulled the pin on school at 15. Laters. What'd
Why?
you do?
Just-
Oh, well, yeah, why?
Yeah, why?
I hated school,
Yeah.
and school hated me. So
Yeah, fair enough.
So was the only so since year 3 you remember doing like well at music, and then like it was easy for you. Did that continue through like 4, 5, 6, 7 to high school, or school just got difficult after that?
the music continued,
Yeah.
and I'm glad I learned enough to get basic stuff to get me through life at school. So it's good. But yeah, I just stayed with the music, and I've always enjoyed music. I mean, I enjoy boats more.
Boats.
I enjoy boats more, and stuff to do with gold fossicking and that more, and fishing. I enjoy that more. But I think music is my ministry, like what I'm supposed to be doing. I think that's God's will.
So you left school at 15. What did you do?
Just I wanted to join the Navy, right?
Oh, yeah, there's boats right there.
But I didn't stay at school long enough. So I looked in the library at school one day and said you can become a deckhand on a prawn trawler. So I had other jobs to start with, but then I used to go out just for fun on prawn trawlers, and I had a couple of jobs for a couple of months there, but I used to just go out for fun, but I used to get seasick. But I love the ocean so much I still go out, but I used to get busted for saying I'm feeling crook, I'm going to bed. Let's get in trouble for
So you would go out even though you're getting crook.
Yeah, I just enjoy the sea and yeah.
So you went trawling. So how did that work? Was it a day at a time? Did they just go out for the whole day, or a couple of weeks out? Or
Well, sometimes, most of the time, you just go out for night trips, and
oh yeah,
a couple of times I went out for a week trip. One night I went out for about 5 days. Another day I might do 3 days.
Right.
Sometimes one night. You know what I mean? Whatever sort of.
and how many hours were you sick for?
Just
On and off.
yeah, on and off. But if it was real rough, it'd be pretty bad.
Wow.
What was the 5 days at sea like?
Well, the deckhand was trying to electrocute me with the element on the stove, and another time I went on the trawler, for waking up his father. I copped a good hammering for that. It's just crack, like. So and they used to be a bit punchy, a little bit.
Bit punchy.
If you're too slow, hurry up, like. But so yeah, but. Yeah.
Rough as.
But that was my heyday, man. That was cool. I was just like, I didn't have much fear. I was like, just loved it.
How old were you?
About 16, 17.
Wow.
Some 16-year-olds need a bit punchy to get moving. I did. Not these days. You get in trouble.
So when you were praying, when you were in school, like, help me not get found out by the principal, so how did that continue? Like, where's the God intervention? Emmanuel College, you would have heard about God.
Oh, well, I'll tell you, I didn't know too much didn't have much of the God experience at Emmanuel, but I heard about him.
Right.
But what happened was I was hanging out with my mate who I went to school with, Benoa. I went to school with him, Benoa, after I finished school, and I was hanging out with him. And I heard someone playing drums in a garage. So I turned up there. I said, "You want to have a jam?" And he said, "Yeah, all right." And it was Darren Hawthorne. His brother was Jason Hawthorne. So I started talking to Jason, and he brought me to the Lord, and I got saved. And I started going to Pastor Herman's church when I was about 16.
Come on.
And then, yeah, and
I know Jason Hawthorne. He used to run the youth. He used to run the youth there.
yeah, he's done the most that anybody's ever done for me. I think he was my best mate, and he was absolute guru, like legend.
So just back it up. He's playing drums in his garage and you walk past.
No, we were riding our push bikes past, and I heard him, and I said, "You want to have a jam?" And
Did you just walk? Was the garage door open?
that might have been the window or something.
And you just walked up and were like, "Man, can I
Bro, let's
have a
jam."
go?"
Yeah.
And he was like, "Get on in here."
Oh, no, let's just have a jam at some stage or something. And
That's pretty cool, bro.
He was involved in eventually hotels and stuff, I think.
yeah.
Yeah. Wow. And he used to run Herman's Youth and used to bus young people in and stuff, I think.
They
had a bus. You had a bus that went around.
We used to jam in the bus.
Yeah.
We used to hook up the inverter, and I'd play bass, and we'd have drums and all that. And we used to do Friday night praise. We'd get up there and have bass, drums, and people would be like, have like a mosh pit, and it'd be like. But he was my best mate, like, and he really brought me up. I mean, not brought me up, but he was like really nice to me and stuff over the years. And
So what age did you meet him?
I met him in Emmanuel. He was my house captain, I think.
Okay. Cool.
Oh, so
I
you
didn't
already
know
knew him.
Oh, not much. Just knew he was my house captain at
Right.
school. But
Oh, okay. But when you knocked on the garage, like to talk to him, did you know him then?
I know it was his brother. I didn't know him from a bar of soap.
Okay. Oh, that's cool.
Well, there you go. So then you're jamming with him, trawling sometimes, but getting punched. And then, and so what you're hanging out with Jace with the youth there and stuff?
Yeah, and that's what I said. We'd jump in the bus and do laps around surface playing music.
That's
and
right.
Once we went out to Mudgebar, and it was really bumpy, and we were playing music, and on the bus.
Did you just have a drum kit on the bus?
I think we did, eh?
Yeah.
Have you got any photos and stuff of this?
I don't know. No, I don't think so.
Man, if you can find any photos, send them to me. I want to see them. That'd be so sick. Because did you just do like outreach? You'd like pull up and jam, or you just drive around? Jam?
Just drive around and jam while we're driving.
Never got in trouble? Cops never pull you over?
Don't think so. I don't know. I can't remember, but
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Though.
So you went to Herman's church?
yeah. Yep. And I was mates with his son, and he used to play keyboard, and Marilyn used to play keyboard, and I used to sit behind her on the bass watching her fingers playing the chords. So I knew that I was playing bass. And
Aiden
Aiden.
is his son.
Yeah, I've known him since he was a little fella.
Yeah.
And yeah,
Wow.
All right.
And you used to meet in the Broadbeach State School?
yeah.
Yeah, before it was burnt down.
Hey,
Before it didn't have a flood or a fire or something.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, and then they had to rebuild it. So then they moved over to just across the road from the now casino. There was a little place they used to meet there.
No way.
Yeah, until it was the hall was redone.
And then they came back.
Yeah, I don't know if it was a flood or a fire. I can't remember, but
Oh, no way.
I think it was. Yeah. Anyway, okay. So how long were you there for?
Many years, I think.
Okay.
And yeah, best. Yeah, it was some of the best times I had, and
Yeah, come on.
we did Armed and Dangerous. We went to Sydney. That was fun, and we all got a bit. A lot of us got a bit crook from the chicken, and it went all over the world. That news.
Really?
Yeah, 94, Armed and Dangerous, and that
Well, there's like food poisoning.
yeah.
Oh, really?
Probably bin chicken.
Yuck. Oh, my gosh.
Bit of
Can
ibis.
you imagine? What was
Bit of-
Armed and Dangerous about?
Well, I'll just tell you what happened there. I'm lying in the tent with all the boys, and I look outside, and there's all these ambulances lined up, and my heart just sank. I just thought, oh no.
So what, like, were you feeling sick when you saw him or?
No, but I just took a couple of Panadol, I think, went to sleep, and the next day I felt it. I was just lying there suffering the next day.
So, like, did you all vomiting both ends or like?
Yeah, I think a little bit of both.
I'm going to Google this up. Armed and Dangerous. What year?
94.
94. Jeez, Armed and Dangerous, all right.
Gee.
That was the years of, Jesus, lover of my soul and darling check and all
Oh,
that.
yo.
And
Oh,
Jeff Bullock
wow.
did a workshop and stuff.
At Armed and Dangerous.
Yeah, at the camp in Sydney, yeah.
Far out.
Is that where you met Glenn at Pastor Herman's church?
No, I knew him since about, I saw him around the schoolyard since about grade 1 or grade 2. And so I just saw him around, yeah. And then we hung out after finished school. He went to Emmanuel as well and went right through Merrimack, Emmanuel. And yeah, I just hung out with him after we finished school. We got together again and hung out. And
Gleno and Nico.
Who's Nick? Oh,
that's
it's
it.
Nico. Man.
How cool is it, Jaso?
Oh, yeah, he's a legend, man.
Petro.
Patrick.
Oh, Patrick. Oh, I know. Patrick Ormsby. Orms. And his mother, Patricia.
Yeah, we used to go over their place after church for a boil up, but I think his
Yeah.
mum got a bit sick of giving us boil ups after a while.
He had a great voice. He's a good singer, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. We're still good mates.
That's cool. That's so cool.
Does Pastor Herman remember you from back then?
Yeah, I see him most Sundays, and
Yeah. Neat, eh?
Oh, that's
Really neat.
cool.
So Gleno took on the drums and sound, eh?
yeah.
Yeah.
We did a gig once. Glenn and I, his dad, put all like soundproof insulation in their garage, and we used to jam and practice. And we did a gig once in Emerald Lakes, but it didn't turn out too well.
Oh, what happened?
What did you do?
So some dude, you should keep your day job, and I wanted to bail from them.
Oh,
So that was that.
someone yelled out you should keep your day job. That's pretty savage.
Oh, that's savage.
Oh man,
It's-
what were you? Were you on the guitar?
Yeah, but I was trying to emulate. I was dressed like trying to emulate Julio Iglesias and Elvis Presley, and I was dressed in white and that. So I was trying to be a bit, I don't know, a bit funny or something as well, I think.
Oh, trying to have a crack. It's pretty good.
Oh, to all the girls I've loved before, is that right?
Exactly, that's the one I sang, man.
Is it actually?
Who've travelled in and out my door. I'm glad they came along. I dedicate the song. Is that the one?
Yeah, that's it.
You guys, we'll back up. So you guys set up at Emerald Lakes.
Yeah.
What did you have? Did you have like foldbacks and like, or you just acoustic?
Oh, no, I had a speaker and Gleno's drums, and it was my mum's Lifeline breakup party.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Did they like it or nah?
I don't know, man. I just
You wanted to shrivel up and die.
Oh, it was terrible.
Oh, bro.
One for the money. For the what?
Bro.
Oh, I love doing Elvis, so that's fun, man.
How long did it take after that to get your confidence back a bit?
Oh, I'm not sure if I saw it like that.
Half
It
an
was
hour?
just on the night, I think, that just happened. I didn't think too much about it. Just bailed and that was it.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, poor dude.
Wow.
Far out. It's rough, eh? Was that the
Yeah.
last live gig?
Yeah, that was it.
Killed the career. Oh, man.
So when does you're going to pastor Herman's church, you're involved in the youth, you're playing your music that you love. What about work and stuff? You're fishing, but that sort of didn't last long. What were you doing work-wise?
Just work-wise, haven't been too good at holding down jobs over the years. But I enjoy doing work. Like, best job I've ever had was working at Laddie Smallhaven and delivering food in a food truck to Marana Gardens.
Okay.
And I had that for nearly 2 years. That's the longest job I've had.
Wow.
And I loved it.
What happened?
What happened was I just got well, put it this way, I don't know how I can phrase this.
You're building the suspense. I'm expecting you to say you drove the truck off the
Yeah,
bridge.
I couldn't make the cut, man.
Yeah, okay.
So
that happens.
you got the meals mixed up.
No, it's more about the temperatures.
Oh, okay.
You had to control the temperatures.
But then, it's like, oh no, this is a bit floating a bit close to the boat. Send me back. The chef just puts ice and sends me straight back. It's like stuff like that, and then release. I won't go into it, man. It's too upsetting, but it's like as long as everything's policies and protocols, as long as it's wrapped in a neat little box that everybody can handle, and as long as everything's okay, it's like policies and protocols, man. It's like,
Yeah. But it's all right. I haven't made the cut several times. I've been chopped a few times.
So you're building your relationship with the Lord.
yeah.
How did you meet Tanya? How did that happen?
Well, that's where my real life started.
Wow.
That's where my real life
Come
started.
on.
It's a good.
That's where I started seeing God moving.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about
I'll
it.
tell you, man, it's so exciting. All right. I just finished up with this girl, and my mate, who's a Christian lady, said, I know these people that do a Shabbat night, the Friday night before the Sabbath.
Yeah.
And she said they've got a daughter. I said, what's their daughter's name? She said Tanya. And I've never said this about any girl, but I said, imagine that, Nick and Tanya Martin. Ooh. And they said, how did you know her last name? I said, I didn't know her last name. They said, her last name's Mick Martin. Oh. So I thought, this could be a lead from the Holy Spirit. I better check it out.
This could be a lead.
Could be. Take it.
Come on.
Anyway, about Tanya, the Lord hadn't yet given Tanya the right guy. So Tanya just gave up on it, said, Lord, I give it over to you. And about 2 months, and then somebody prophesied over her that your husband will come to the door. And about 2 months later, I knocked on the door on a Shabbat night, Anyway, the first thing I saw when I walked in the door was all these boats, these model boats. And I thought, oh, yeah. Anyway, and then I saw this stuff on the Lion of Judah has triumphed, and they're doing Israeli dance and stuff, and it felt like coming home.
Right.
It's like felt like full freedom in this dance and the Jewish roots and all that. It just felt like coming home. It felt like being at home, and it was amazing. And Tanya's mum and I were born a day apart, and we think very much alike.
How long ago was all this?
This was 2010, I think. Yeah.
2010.
Cool.
And so Tanya grew up. Well, Tanya grew up watching a cartoon called McGee and Me,
Man, I remember
Christian
McGee and
cartoon?
Me. Yeah.
and her favourite character was somebody by the name of Nicholas Martin.
No.
So Tanya knew from the 8 years of age, she'd meet a Nicholas Martin one day.
He's one of the main dudes, eh?
Yeah,
What's his character about?
No, he's a good Christian boy, eh?
yeah.
It's raised in a Christian family, and they teach on Christian values.
Wow.
So
And
Tanya
it's not
knew
a
from
cartoon.
8.
This is a
Oh,
cartoon.
the little cartoon is
Yeah,
Oh.
This one of the characters is cartoon, but in a world. It's actually
okay.
really well done. It's actually really well done. It was cool.
So you're a character in a cartoon.
Yeah, because McGee is the character, right?
yeah.
So and Nicholas is
The
McGee
boy who
and
draws
me.
him, he draws
Yeah, that's
McGee.
right. He
Yeah.
draws him out.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
because Nicholas is me. So McGee and me. Nicholas drew him out, and he came to life.
Wow.
And and McGee teaches him about Christian values and stuff like
Yeah.
that's the wrong thing to do, how to respond. He's getting bullied at school, and he's like, "That's not the right thing to do." And
That's right.
yeah, it's actually awesome.
Okay.
So good. So Tanya's favorite character is Nick Martin,
Yeah.
Nicholas Martin,
And she knew from 8 years old she'd met a Nicholas Martin one day when she used to watch that, yeah.
and then so
Wow.
you knocked on the door to
So
go to a
g'day.
random what's it called
Shabbat.
Shabbat night.
Friday night.
You
supper.
walk in. There's boats which you love.
Yeah, and Tanya's granddad used to have a slipway next to the Sundale Bridge,
What's a slipway?
like where you put boats up on the hard stand and that and work on them.
Oh yeah,
And he used to he built and worked his own prawn trawler, and he built a motor sailor.
it wasn't a prawn trawler you were on,
used
was
to
it?
punch on with you. Oh no.
No, man, that was back in the 50s. So, yeah, and we used to talk for hours, like Tanya's granddad and I,
Wow.
and he was in the Second World War working on
Wow.
Catalinas and Catalina flying boats and Kitty Hawks, and I still got the compass he brought home from the Air Force. It's got the RAAF and the Queen's Crown and all that on it. And it still works really well too.
Wow.
So here you are. And who took you there? How did you hear about their dinner? Who invited you to dinner?
Nobody. I just rocked up.
How did you rock up?
I just rocked up, knocked on the door, and that was prophesied.
Just
Right.
knocked on the door. Just like you did to Jace's door when you did the music. You walk past and, I can smell some lamb cooking. Is that what happened? You smell
Yeah.
the lamb and then you're like, knock, knock. I'm here for dinner. Nicholas Martin. Oh my gosh.
No, what happened was it's like because this lady told me about them, and there's no other way to. I didn't know their number or phone number or anything, so I just
Rocked on up.
I don't.
Did you take anything for the table?
I didn't even think of it. See, I often don't think of these things. I just don't know how to do all that.
I love
So
that.
Bro, you're awesome.
Courage, mate.
Yeah,
Just
man.
you are awesome, Nick.
knock on the door.
That's what's got me into trouble over the years. Is think and do, think and do, and then. But yeah,
And so, in your words, what did she think of you?
she said she thought I was hideous when she first met me.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay.
So it wasn't love at first sight.
Not at all.
So you've walked in. Are they sitting down eating, or as you said there was some dancing and stuff happening?
No, her mum, this is before, I think. Her mum just said, yeah, come in, and we were talking. And then it all started happening. People must have rocked up and whatever.
Are they actually got Jewish roots?
No, they haven't got a drop of Jewish blood in their
okay.
in their bodies.
Whole clan, right. They just love the whole Shabbat.
Oh, well, the
sense
whole
of
thing
community.
is, it's really good, you know.
Yeah.
When I was going to Broadbeach AOG, and most, I think, Pentecostal churches is like, would be like preaching from this part of the word, this part of the word, this part of the word, and you wouldn't know whether you're Arthur or Martha, you know what I mean? How you take this from that. But anyway, I started hearing the grace message from Tanya's parents, and the Jewish side of it is God working with the Jews. So it's just dispensations, you know. God's working with the church at the moment. So when you understand the grace message and the message with the Jews, I think that's about the best interpretation of the Bible mankind has at the moment. I think we learn as time goes on, like back in the 80s, 90s, you probably had the Pentecostal was probably most just focused on their thing. So I find that nearly any pastor can be good at one part of the word, and they might, to save face, they got to have a good, they got to be able to say what each part of the word means to save face, to sound good. But I think in one part they'll be strong because they're focusing on one. But in another part they won't be so strong. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's fair.
Somebody else will be
fair.
strong in that part of the word.
Yep.
So yeah, this stuff is helping to set me free. I'm still trying to get free from the whole legalistic thing, but this really helped me.
Awesome.
And getting to know how to divide the word properly and all that.
Nice.
And another thing is that the way God's made me to think, most of the things, I believe 100% the Bible and what God says about the word and God and everything. But anything outside of the word, like politics, anything like, I think pretty much completely different to most of what the church thinks. Anything else outside of the Bible. So it's amazing, but God will have to make me brave to be able to ever speak that out, because I don't think I'd be too popular. But Jesus wasn't popular with the religious leaders of his time, so
No, that's a fair call.
Yeah,
but yeah.
it's true.
Wow.
So these dinner nights you started going to, is that what happened? You started going to those regularly?
Yeah, and we used to have silent time. I play music, have silent time, like sit there at the table. And one night Tanya spoke out and said, God will open a door that no man can shut. And, we've been through some horrendous times together, but mostly because of me, but it's welded us together really strongly. And
So how much spade work did it take for Tanya to, realise that you're the one?
oh, man, it's like God shattered my heart eventually.
Yeah.
Because her sister told me to whip me with a tea towel to see if I'd take the bait. So she started whipping me, and then I started maybe whipping her back or stirring her up too, and went on from there. And I played her a few tunes on the guitar,
Let's go.
bit of crooning.
You definitely didn't go Julio Iglesias for that.
No. And then we were first date. I said to her, like, we took her to the first date. I said, would Macca's be too flash?
Where did you go?
Hungry Jacks.
We went to see Fiddler on the Roof. It was a play.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And
It's a little bit flashier than McDonald's.
Tanya's parents went to see the movie Fiddler on the Roof for their first date.
Oh, no way.
And I don't think that crossed our minds at the time. It just sort of happened because Tanya likes plays. So
Yeah, nice.
Oh, wow.
That's cool.
That's beautiful.
So what would, you said a few times, you've taken Tanya through a few challenges. Do you want to just throw one out there?
just really who I am as a person, you know what I mean?
Like what?
I've just had challenges most of my life, and
Right.
just gotta, I often, it says in the Bible not to envy, but I often think, man, that dude's got it so easy. That dude's got it so easy because, but that's you got to keep going. So that's the way to go, man. And just trust in the Lord. And
Yeah,
It's good.
that's the thing. So, like, your relationship with God's been a real anchor.
it's been a slow burn for me.
Okay, slow burn.
Still a slow burn. Just slowly.
Yeah, good.
Just God shows me, like, God does good stuff for me in that, and it helps my faith. I say, oh yeah, God got me out of this one. It's all good. And then, like, more faith in that comes. And
You got siblings or anything? Brother and sister in that?
yeah, just one brother, but yeah,
Oh, yeah. Okay.
he's cool.
Wow. So brought up together?
Yeah. Had a lot of fun growing up and stuff.
Oh, that's cool.
So what's some way that you're experiencing and walking with God.
So, like, for instance, God's taught me so much through Tanya and her parents, and I've grown more as a person than I ever have the rest of my life since I've been with Tanya.
Awesome.
Same with me and my wife.
Yeah. Yeah, it'd be the other way around for
Whatever.
yeah, you know I'm telling the absolute truth. No, that's amazing. So, because you guys have been married, what, 14 years now?
10?
9 and a half.
9.5.
Oh, 10's coming up.
Come on.
Oh,
Yeah, so yeah.
let's not ruin any surprises, but there's some big plans in the works for the 10th.
Hasn't even crossed my mind yet.
Oh, that's the wrong answer.
I'll have to start thinking now.
Yeah, you need to
No,
start
you
thinking. We can help.
Yeah.
Thanks,
we
man.
can, we can
Sam will
help.
text you a few ideas.
Yeah,
and
thank
I'm
you
not the
for
best
ideas.
either.
Oh, okay. I'll text you
You
guys.
text me, I'll text him.
you all. I'm going to do a banquet next time.
Oh,
how to think of,
How to spoil your wife.
yeah. Yeah, that's
It's not a bad idea.
It starts by using your calendar.
yeah, that's
putting
a good
anniversaries in your
prioritising.
calendar.
Yeah, that's
Actually, remember.
and remembering,
And shucks.
rendering. Well, that's
So-
amazing.
Yeah, that's cool. So what's some stuff happening now? What's some moments that like I've had some pretty cool conversations, so I don't want to like lead out of that, but like, you know, I think your awareness of God and him talking to you and going through some stuff is pretty cool. You know?
Thanks, bro.
What's some things that have happened lately where you just really feel him talking to you and leading you and
Well, I think if I, just stuff like, I think me, I think that God, what's it? Well, hang on. Oh, sorry, I can't
it's
think
all right.
at the
We're in
moment. Just, yeah, he's, I think I'm just, if I just keep going and just the Lord, if God keeps me going, I just see what he does next and, you know, trying to get free of some stuff and, but yeah, just wait, you know, just see what he does. And, it's exciting, you know, it can be exciting, but you just wait and see what he wants from me. But yeah, he's capable of some pretty cool stuff. Just
true.
sometimes it takes ages,
oh,
but
man.
that's all right, you know.
That's for all of us. Eh?
Yeah.
It's for, and like you said, you know, that there's a lot of stuff you got to work on. You know, the stuff that you got to deal with. Like, what do you feel like when you're going through stuff? Like, how does he talk to you? What do you sense? What do you?
Well, he's pretty much talks to me through circumstances and things that I see. Like, for instance, I'll tell you how he talks to me. Like, I don't know if he talks to me through this way, but like that I said how I met Tanya, I felt that he spoke to me through his Holy Spirit way. Another thing, I don't know if he talks to me, but he might do through this way. But like, for instance, the Battle of Beersheba.
Yeah.
There's a Christian lady that talks about that. You should see it. It's just amazing. And that has real spiritual significance for me, spiritual. You know, like the Aussies going over to Israel and the Aussies put an end to the Ottoman Empire that was around for 400 years. And the Aussies rode through the gates of Jerusalem and just like, and this odds that were stacked against them. And it's just like, God was working in that, man. And it says somewhere in the Bible that somebody will come, this lady says somebody will come from the ends of the earth and we're like the end of the earth.
Yeah.
And like, and I think that's why we've been so blessed. And the New Zealanders were there too. And Harry Chevelle's granddaughter, I've shaken her hand and he was the main dude setting it up over there. And yeah, so we were there with the New Zealanders, Anzacs, and so he got a good legacy, the Australians, New Zealanders, and you know, and like New Zealand, if I was ever going to go overseas, New Zealand's the only country I'd want to visit, you know. They've got everything I love: farming, fishing, fossicking, sailing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, half of them live over here now. So,
Yeah.
West Auckland.
yeah.
So that sort of speaks. You feel God speaking to you through the history and that through the.
I just think, I see God's miracles through that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
awesome.
But he speaks to me personally a lot through Tanya and her parents.
Nice.
And and just through things like music. Like that's a solid thing I know that's God's will for me to do.
It's awesome.
And I love the elderly. I feel like that's sort of like a ministry.
It is
Such
for
a
sure.
ministry, yeah.
And I love the elderly, and I love helping people. I think that's part of who I am. I've always helped people, and I just love helping. And I find it fun too. Like I think the things that God's will for you to do is stuff. It's not hard for you because you'll love it because you're already interested in it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So for me, I actually enjoy it because this just God's made me like that, and I
Yeah,
think
it's so good.
God's will is easy because it's probably be something that you love doing anove.
Yeah,
He's
I
given to you.
I don't.
I've found that personally. I agree.
Do you love the music side of things big time, eh?
Yeah, church especially. Like it feels like, and I'll tell you where I feel like God talking to me. It feels like God talks to me through the drum sort of thing. I don't know about talking, about ministers.
Yeah, I understand that.
Hard.
Ministers. I don't know if talking you'd say, but ministers. It's in the feel. It's just in the feel, and it's like I haven't even been looking at the dude's face of drums because I thought that'll spoil it because then I'll know who's playing because it's just like
Yeah.
We've got a few amazing drummers at Chapel.
Yeah.
Who's your favourite?
But my favourite is Gyro.
Jira.
Yeah.
Gyra.
Yeah.
At Chapel.
Yeah, I just realised that Tanya told me he plays drums, so he's one of the dudes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He might not be the best, but he's definitely talented. He's definitely talented.
So you're really close with Tanya's parents?
Oh,
your
yeah.
family? Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
well,
neat.
Tanya's mum and I are born a day apart and we think a lot alike. So I'll be like, Tanya's mum will be keen as to do stuff out the back, and
Yeah.
Tanya's dad sometimes I have to debate a little bit with. Just had a few debates over the years. But
Yeah, that's cool.
Was one of those debates marrying his daughter?
I can't remember really. I just-
I was going to say either way you won anyway. It's all good.
oh, yeah, that's right, man.
That's awesome.
Oh,
Well
man,
done.
so good.
And you're enjoying your work at the museum
Yeah.
and gardening and
Yeah, I love the camaraderie and
yeah.
and I do the trench periscopes and get the kids to look through it. And it's really funny that I'll be looking through and I invented like a something that he just rolls up and you just unroll, and we give these marquees and you just cleat it like on a boat. You cleat it into the marquee in the frame, and it just stands up with the camo net.
Oh yeah.
And they look, but sometimes the kids look, and it's looking at the enemy, and it looks like you're looking straight through it, and they're like, "What the?"
Yeah.
Can't work it out.
Because it goes up like that.
Yeah,
It's like a you're below what you can actually see.
yeah,
Yeah. That's it.
Yeah.
I know the ones.
and and it's really fun, and we have a lot of fun.
That's cool.
What a clever invention for back then, eh?
Oh yeah.
And I do the horseshoe throwing,
Yeah.
and I do the Morse code machine. Like we had grade 9s come in one day, and they had to work out what I was doing on the Morse code machine. They had
Can
to
you do
type
Morse
out the
code?
Yeah, I can do Morse code and the phonetic alphabet.
Wow.
And I can do the alphabet, but I can't do the numbers, but that's cool. And I can do the phonetic
Alpha,
alphabet.
Bravo,
the
Charlie.
alphabet, yeah.
Delta,
My pilot mate taught
Echo.
me that. Yeah.
Hotel,
Yeah.
Indigo,
No, India.
India.
You failed.
What's J?
J is Juliet.
Oh, that's right. Kilo.
Mike November Oscar Papa Quebec Romeo Sierra Tango Uniform Victor Whiskey X-Ray Yankee Zulu.
I wish I knew that.
I got a little way.
I used to work on the Gold Coast Red Baron down under, Red Baron seaplane on Fisherman's Wharf.
Yeah.
And that was so much fun. Only went up in it once, but I used to fuel it and pump the floats and stuff.
Yep.
And once, like, the boys must have been too lazy pumping out the floats.
No.
And it filled up with water and they'd flying along and they dug in.
Oy.
And then the TV cameras caught him. And that afternoon, like, I could hear this guy arguing with his wife. Like, I don't know what happened. Anyway, I think he closed the door on his head or something. That hurt. It's like, it was a crazy day, man.
It wasn't your fault? It wasn't your fault that, like, you weren't responsible for pumping up the things?
I didn't do it. Nobody saw me do it. Can't prove anything. No, I didn't do anything. I didn't. I didn't.
I was just on the fuel that day. I was just on the fuel. Oh man!
Wow, that's hectic.
Yeah, so good. Well, we asked Tanya the same question, so I'll ask you in closing. What's something that's happening now that you're that you're really enjoying doing, and then what's something that you're excited about in the future?
I'm enjoying being able to do more stuff, like play music on Wednesday nights and like come in here, something to do.
Nice.
And just enjoying and doing more stuff. And on Thursday, going to the lady's place. She reckons she might have gold on her property in Fossick. And
Really?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
I got paid out at home. I was panning the other day, actually. Thursday.
I think we're hanging out on Thursday, Nick.
Oh, cool.
I can't.
And also,
but you call me if there's gold on the
oh, sorry. It took me.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Anyway, and the other thing is that I'm excited that just going through, God's teaching me, I think most of life can be done, you can get through most things internally, like you work it out with the Lord and you just have, if you have faith in that, you can go through. I want to get to the stage where I'm content in all circumstances.
So
Come
good.
on.
But, and I think that's exciting. It's exciting. You can have a lot of excitement just in yourself without external.
Yeah, love that.
Like I enjoy the simple things these days, a cup of tea and a chat and
Nice.
cakes and biscuits and that.
Oh, I could enjoy that.
Yeah, and a
I
chat.
enjoy that probably too often.
Cake and bickies.
Well, I find in the church setting you can easily expand your waistline quite quick because there's a lot of that going on.
Preach.
You know, wherever you go, it's got the...
Yeah, which is good,
It's good.
Like that there's food everywhere, conversations.
good though,
It is
isn't it?
awesome.
No, it's great. I
Expanding the
love it.
waistline.
It's an expanding ministry.
It is, man.
Yeah.
Jenny Craig needs to pass the phone number on to you too.
Yeah, that's fair call.
I'm,
Thank you, Lord.
I'm throwing stones in this glass house. I've got a few kilos that need to go.
Yeah.
So before only a few people at the church knew me, now everybody's going to know me. So I hope it's all good, man.
Man, you've done
all good.
awesome.
All right, thanks.
Well done.
Done great today.
All right,
And
cool.
thanks, bro, because I know it's not easy coming on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Who would you call out to come on here?
Oh,
You're going to call
good.
Gleno out?
That's what I was thinking straight away when you said
let's
that.
go call him out then.
Yeah, Gleno, just if you're free anytime, man, just come up,
You're up next.
see the guys.
There you go. That's
good.
it.
Actually, we'll have to get
Yeah,
Glenn.
man,
Yeah,
I was
let's go.
thinking that.
All right, Glenn,
Glenn,
you're up, buddy. Sorry, not sorry.
I want him to hear. I want to hear how you set him up with Jamie. That's going to be a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, on the boat, eh?
Yeah.
That's good.
It's so good.
All right.
Praise the Lord. Thanks, bro. Thanks for coming on.
Thanks, Nick.
Appreciate your time.
All right, man.